I am shocked. I can't get over it. A guy gave me $1,400 in merchandise. Gave me. Free. Hey, I can't use it. Maybe you can get some use out of it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Before we get I'm sorry I'm so excited, but I'm Richard, PickingSinCity here in Las Vegas. We're just continuing on the clear days. It's a little bit on the chilly side. Highs are in the 58, 57. Lows are like in the high 30s, 38, 36 or so. And looks like that's how it's going to be for the next days. Here it is. It's the 14th of January, I think. And I'm just kind of amazed. Yeah, guy gave me $1,400 in free merchandise. Little backstory. Of course, one of the great things that happens here in Las Vegas a lot is we have lots of conventions, lots of trade shows. And of course, the biggest trade show that we have every year in the early part of January is CES, the Consumer Electronics Show. And of course, there's stories all over the media, all over the place about what the new gizmos and all that other stuff is, and people are here from all over the world showing off their new technologies and all their new things and bats and thingamabobs and all that other cool stuff. One of the things that happens, though, is a lot of people, they ship in a lot of equipment. I've never been involved in this before, but I've heard about it. And they get some fairly decent rates and the company pays for shipping it in there, but then they unbox it and they're showing it and they're using it and all sorts of different things. At the end of the show, then, they have this bunch of equipment, and when they're tired and all this other stuff, they have to box it up and ship it back, or they can simply get rid of it. And some companies do. They bring crews in to box up the old equipment, get it up, have it picked up and sent back to where it was. But a lot of people saying, it's not a whole lot of stuff, but more than I want to do, especially after I've been going through a week of a big trade show. Let's just find someone who will just take these things and sell it. And I know, because I've been to these trade shows, and some of the times when you walk through, they'll have these little notices. If you're interested in buying the leftover stock at the end of the trade show, contact whoever. And I've talked to a few people that you can go into these trade shows, identify the people who are looking to just sell the leftover merchandise they have at the end of the trade show. And a lot of times you can pick up, first line, brand new stuff for good things. Cool. I've never been involved in that. I figured you'd have to have a fair amount of money to get involved in that, especially right now, since I'm rebuilding myself from absolute zero. A few years ago, when I was active in Amazon and eBay almost full time, I could have done that, and I typically did buy things, several $100s worth, or even a couple of $1,000s worth of stuff at times. But now that I'm reworking myself and I'm basically starting all over again, I don't have those resources that I used to. So, end of CES, it's actually been a couple days after CES. I was talking to this guy who was from Germany. It was a German company, was about to go back, and he was getting worried because he said that he had some things that, because they had lithium batteries in it, he could not ship back to Germany, because Germany does not allow items with lithium batteries to be shipped into it. Several countries like that: Italy, Germany, various others. And even if you're shipping it within the United States, there's a lot of restrictions. You can't fly it. You can't do any of that stuff. It has to go by ground. A lot of other things that has to go depending on the situation. So what do you do? He was trying to figure out, he was asking everybody, and I knew he was asking everybody, would you like to buy these? Would you like this? I can't do it. I can't take it to Germany. I got to do something with it. But I figured it was way above anything that I could buy, so I didn't bother it. But he was staying at a hotel I do some business with, and I ran into him a few times. And finally, it was about a week after CES, and he had to go, absolutely had to go. He was flying out at 8 o'clock the next morning, and he had some stuff that he had to get rid of, but he couldn't take, and he didn't want to throw it into the garbage. So he had to do something. So I finally said, I tell you what, I'll give it to you. I don't know, you can probably do something. Maybe you can sell it on the internet. Maybe you can do it. I'll just give it to you. I go, okay, what are you giving me? These. Now, I never heard of it. Suaoki. I'm not quite sure of a brand. It's made in China. A German. Originally I figured maybe it was a German word, but because he was from a German company. But no, evidently this was made in China. But here's the deal. These here are primarily power supplies for solar type of systems. So you'd attach this to some solar panels, you'd recharge it, and that would give you your electricity. Alternatively, it's actually fairly flexible. You can just plug it into a wall and have it charge up. You can go plug it into your car and let it charge up off of your car. You can use it to start a car. You can run a laptop off of it. You can run a TV off of it. You can run all sorts of stuff off of it for a period of time. And I go, oh my God, I looked it up. These things are selling for $360 on Amazon and eBay, full retail. And these are brand new, never opened boxes. He gave me 4 of them. They're basically $360, so he gave me a little over $1,400 of retail. Gave them to me. And I tell you what is the return on equity when you sell something and you have nothing into it? I don't know. I need a mathematician to tell me. Anyway, so that's what happened. And it was simply a matter of, even though I was kind of ignoring the guy, I was keeping my ears open, and this just fell in my lap. And normally you're not going to get people just give you stuff. It has happened to me in the past that sometimes people say, hey, I'm leaving this, I got to get rid of it. If you can get some, here's, when I was selling books, I had some people give me, here, if you just haul them away, here's 2,000 books. Yeah, okay. It's nice when it happens. But it also kind of brings me to the idea of maybe I need to pay more attention to the trade shows and stuff that are here in Las Vegas, because they do have those situations that sometimes the booths will sell their leftover stock and inventory. And that might be a fantastic way to go ahead and get new, and this is not like expired inventory or anything like that. It's just that they've got too much. They don't want to ship it back to San Francisco or Mexico or wherever they happen to be. That might be a good thing to do. It's the old adage that came out early in eBay. You source locally, you sell globally. And the things that you have available in your hometown, that's what you have to do. Now, some places it can be a lot more extensive, like in Las Vegas, we got trade shows and stuff that can give you an opportunity to get into some things. You might be in a small town that is famous for a particular type of product, and there's people all over the country, or even in the Army and Air Force and overseas, and they wish that they could have some of your local product, but they can't because it's too far away. Hey, start selling it on the internet. You might be able to get some really good money selling it to the people who used to be from your county or your state or something like that, and just wish, it's like, for instance, Buckeyes in Ohio, where my wife, when she was alive, she always made Buckeyes because Buckeyes came from Ohio and is a big thing. You love it. And, there's people who are from Ohio and they don't get Buckeyes anymore. So maybe you can find a way to sell Buckeyes to people who are now living in California or Seattle or Germany or someplace like that. Anyway, that's aside. I don't know what to do. Like I said, they retail for about $359. I'll probably sell them for less. There are shipping problems due to the fact on these babies, they're about 20 pounds in shipping configuration. And I have to go ahead and go through some extra hoops because they do have lithium batteries. So it's not going to be free. But I'm thinking maybe if I sell them for like $279 plus shipping, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to do some research. I got some solar generators for free. Anyway, have fun, YouTube. Thanks for watching my video. Again, I'm Richard with PickingSinCity. I'm doing videos as I rebuild my eBay business after having gotten away from it for quite a while because of personal reasons. If you like these videos, please give me a thumbs up. It helps helps me grow my videos and my channel. Subscribe if you'd like to look at other videos that I do in the future, and if you'd like to find out, I'm going to obviously have to do some additional videos based on what happens with these generators here. And also hit that bell so when I come out with another video, you get it alerted. If you have questions, comments, or whatever, even some advice. Hey, if you got some advice as far as shipping something with lithium batteries, I'd love to see it in the comments, good or bad or whatever. I'm not here because I'm an expert. I'm here because I'm doing this. And if people can learn something from what I'm doing, that's good. But also if you're a more experienced person that have it and can help share and give me a little bit more information, or the people who are watching this video a little more information, that would be fantastic too. So discussion's a fantastic thing. Everybody learns. I do appreciate it. Anyway, from Las Vegas, having a wonderful day. Enjoy it. Yeah, still trying to figure out what to do with these things. But thank you much, guys. See you next time.